Yeah, at halftime, the first thing Coach P said to us was our movement is not, not really effective right now. So in the second half, we made the adjustment of setting more flare screens and running our offense a little higher on the court. That way it opened up the baseline a little bit. Allison got some baseline drives out of that, and when we started setting more double screens also, it opened up more shots on the perimeter.
Allison, did you feel like you got into the flow a little bit better after halftime?
Yeah, I think we all kind of did. I think we had a few more shots to fall. I think that first half I don't really know the statistics, but I feel like we came out and missed a few easy ones that we normally make. And when we came out that second half, a few more fell for us, and that kind of got us in a rhythm. JC made some big shots that were huge momentum swings for us, and we got some big stops. So.
After you got the lead, it kind of turned into a blow for blow back and forth. It's got to be a good feeling to be able to know that you guys came out on top after that.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a confidence booster, and it helps us mature for the next game and puts us in pressure situations that will help us later on in the season.
Abby, how discouraging was it in the first half? I mean, they had the big lead, and it honestly looked like it could have been worse.
Right. Yeah, we definitely did have a very slow start. In terms of, being discouraging this team, for one thing, we're very good at handling adversity. And that's something that we come together every day and we just plug away at it. And, sometimes that'll happen. We have a rough practice, we have a rough half, we have a rough quarter. We're just very good at banding together and sticking with each other and just chipping away one play at a time.
Jason, did you think the crowd had something to do with it in the second half?
Of course. When we needed big stops, they got up and were clapping, and they were really loud, and that just gives us energy on the court to know that we have, I'm not sure how many fans were there today, but just to know that many people have our back, it's a really good feeling, and it also brings us together on the court too.
Abby, what's it mean to get the first win over these guys? It's everybody knows the rivalry factor. What's it mean to you guys to be able to pull this one off?
It's great, but any win that we can get is great. Like these guys said, it just puts us in a good position going forward, learning how to battle through situations like this and come on top in a really, really close game.
What do you think of Allison's kind of these late game situations where the ball's in her hands and she's getting the line and making something happen?
In what way?
What do you feel about that?
I think it's a good thing. She's a great scorer. Yeah, she's very athletic, explosive, and that's good.
Allison, Giebert looked like she was really starting to warm up there. Was there more emphasis on her after a certain point? Because she didn't do much toward the end of the game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We focused a lot of attention on her. We tried to even in the beginning, but we lost her a few times, and she made some great plays. She's a great player, and we focused more on her in the second half and tried to switch up our defenses so they didn't really know what to expect, so they couldn't get some of those not easy, but those ball screens and those the things that she likes to do. We try to prevent those things from happening. So.
Well, I thought our kids showed a lot of composure in the second half. We didn't play very well on either end of the ball in the first half. South Dakota State made life really difficult for us offensively to get things going. Defensively, we were struggling to guard them. One-on-one, we were struggling to guard them in ball screens. We were just really struggling. And I thought our kids made a couple adjustments at halftime and probably took a deep breath and came out with some composure and some confidence and played really well. Helped that we stuck a couple shots early, made some adjustments defensively, maybe threw them just out of rhythm for a little bit, but they're such a good team offensively that they got themselves back in rhythm, and thankfully there wasn't much time left. There wasn't any time left after that. Thankfully the time ran out and we came out on top. So big win for our program, big win for our kids. Certainly really excited about the crowd that we had. I thought they really helped us down the stretch. They were so loud and they gave us a lot of enthusiasm, and our kids made some really big plays, got some big rebounds down the stretch.
Questions?
Just at first, you kind of alluded to it, but the first 2 minutes of the second half, it already looked like things were a little bit different. You got some much better opportunities than you had almost throughout the first half.
Agreed.
Did that play a role in kind of
Absolutely, absolutely. I thought the way we started the second half was important, but without saying that to your kids and putting pressure on them more, because I think they feel that anyway. It's just a matter of getting the ball moving a little bit, making some adjustments in how we were screening, because in the first half I didn't think we did a very good job screening. Made some adjustments, got the ball in Allison's hands a little bit more, obviously, and she created some really good opportunities as well. But I thought our motion gave us better looks in the second half, and I thought some of the things Allison was doing was creating opportunities for her teammates and was giving us some really good looks offensively. But it was really important that we came out of that halftime and kind of got on a roll, and that's exactly what our kids did.
You got to feel good about, having somebody that's going to make free throws in key situations like her too at the end. I mean, these last few games, she's been doing that.
That's exactly right. She's really been a kid that can step up to the line and make some really good things happen for us.
Did you get that sense early in the season from her, or has it kind of been like a gradual?
She's been pretty consistent all season, just in how she plays and how she attacks and the things that she's doing. And I think she's one of our better defenders, one of our better one-on-one kids. She's a good rebounder, and she's a kid that we rely heavily on offensively, obviously.
Is it good to see that, she came out, started the season, obviously a different player, a player that the opposing team there was no way they could have scouted what they were dealing with. Now she's not surprising anyone, and she's still getting the points. Is that?
Well, she saw a lot of attention at the end of that game. At some points in time, she had 3 kids guarding her, and I thought Bridget stepped up and hit a really big shot at the free throw line late in the game. And so she's someone that receives a lot of attention from other teams. And in all reality, it's better for us if we can create those opportunities within our motion, but our motion doesn't always create those for her. She receives so much attention, but I thought she's handled it very, very well. She handles the game with just a calming presence. You guys have probably interviewed her and gotten that same response. She's just a very calm kid and makes really good decisions with the ball.
What's your thoughts on the first taste of this rivalry?
Well, I thought the fans were into it. They were into it before the game. They've been into it all week. They've really been excited about it. The crowd today was incredible. The plans for the Sanford Coyote Sports Center were put together, and they're well designed because it's a tight space and it gets incredibly loud. And it was a fun environment for our kids to play in. Now, they couldn't hear anything that was going on. I don't think they could hear themselves talking to each other. There were times that Bridget was out there directing traffic. You go back and watch on film. She did a lot of coaching on the court during the course of that second half because you really couldn't hear anything at all.